I'm always a little surprised by how loud that is the first try. Welcome back after Thanksgiving break, entering that kind of busy season, that holiday season. So, if you're online, we have our mats toward long edge toward the screen or toward me so that we can turn and easily see each other. I'll cue away leg and close leg. The away leg is the one that's back that way. It'll make sense when we get there. If you're on the wrong leg, it doesn't matter. Just do the other leg when you next time through. Okay. So we'll play with that in just a minute. But let's just start sitting up tall. Just if it's comfortable for you to let your legs cross, you can do that. If it's more comfortable to have those legs straight or any other way, go ahead with that. And just notice what feels good to you today. And we'll sit up nice and tall. Draw your shoulders a little bit up and then let them slide down your back. Let your arms just kind of rest and be heavy on your lap. If it feels nice to shut your eyes, you could do that. And just kind of hang out here and notice how you're doing today. How's your energy today? How do you feel from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet? Just notice any places that are tight or tense, but also those places that feel rested and ready to work. And then check in with your breath. Notice how you're breathing today. If you're just coming in and getting set up, maybe you're breathing a little more into your chest. Maybe if you've been here a while, had a chance to relax, you're breathing down towards your belly. It could feel nice to bring a hand to your heart and a hand to your belly and just notice. And just hang out here for a few breaths, allowing your body to settle, allowing your breath down towards your belly. Good. Keep that going and let your hands rest back on your legs. And then on your next exhale, allow your chin to just kind of drop down toward your chest. Feel the back of your neck lengthen and release. Inhale up to center and do that a few times. Really check in, focus in, notice any differences side to side or places that are a little sticky to move through. Or maybe everything just moves smoothly today. Good. And then next time your head comes up, go gently side to side. And again, noticing, especially noticing any differences in movement side to side. And then let your chin gently drop down across your chest. If that means a little roundness comes to your upper back, go with it. Let your body move the way it would like to move today. And we'll come on back to center. Take both shoulders and circle them forward. Sometimes I find if I put my fingers on my shoulders, I move a little easier, but whatever feels good to you is just fine. Yeah, I also notice it's a little harder to go forward than to go backward. Again, it could be completely different for you, but we'll start with the hard one, for me anyway. Take one arm and then the other, a little funny crawl stroke. Notice the muscles down your back and on your sides. And then switch that, and we'll go the other way. Notice how it is to go backwards. And then maybe both arms at once. Good. This time, just let your shoulders come up, back. Let them drop down your back. Keep them there. Take both arms to the sky. So we're not reaching up into our ears. We're just letting our shoulders relax down and open to cactus. You're going to get a little energy to these hands. So spread your fingers wide and open. And two more. Inhaling up and open. One more. Good. Take your right hand to the floor, left hand to the sky. Keep both sides of your body long, and we'll reach over to the right. Notice how this feels from the fingertips all the way down to that left hip. If it's feeling great, maybe reach out a little diagonal. It doesn't have to be a big one to get a little more sensation down the back, down the side body. And then today, as you come up, place your hand on your head. We're not pushing, we're not pulling on our heads, but we're just letting the weight of the hand rest on the head. Yeah. Nice. Then come on back to center. Take your left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky, a big reach up. Both sides of the body stay long. And we reach over to the side. Maybe this side feels different. And if it feels real nice, go ahead and come into a little bit of a diagonal, reaching over that left knee, just enough. Good. And we'll gently come back up, lay that right hand on your head. We're not pulling, just let it drop over to the side. Good. And come on back to center. Let's take a twist each way in a way that feels good to your body. You might notice a little snap, crackle, pop. That's okay, as long as it feels nice. Same thing, other side. Good. Come on back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Unless that bothers a knee. If that tweaks a knee, take it right back. Walk your fingertips out and just let your back round. Yeah, come to your fingertips. Energize your hands a little bit. So the arms are engaged. We're starting to feel a little bit of stretch between the shoulder blades. And then gently walk yourself back up. Good. Let's come on over to our backs. And we're going to start warming up the lower body. So take both knees. It is not cheating to hold on to them. It helps them move in a nice smooth circle. Take your knees together, pull them up towards your chest. Split those knees and feet, push them away. We're drawing a circle around. Bring them back towards your chest and split the feet. Yeah. So the legs are doing circles opposite ways. And then gently switch that. Keep your knees and your feet together. Push them away. Split the knees. Draw them up around the outside. Nice. Good. Keep your left knee. Take your right leg long on the floor. If it feels good, you could flex your ankle. You could draw those toes back towards your face. You could get real engaged with that lower leg, reaching it to the opposite wall. Take your left knee and bring it to the outside. So we're coming into a little external rotation of that left hip, but keeping the back flat on the floor. And then bring it back to center. Take both knees in again. Rock yourself a little side to side. A low back. And then keep that right knee, left leg reaches out long. If it feels good to flex your ankle, yep, and that foot can rest on the floor. Yep, and then draw those toes back if that feels nice. Bring that right leg into a little external rotation at the hip. So out to the side. And then draw it back to center. Bring both knees in one more time. We're going to come into a little Pilates 100. So let's start with shins parallel to the floor, and we're going to start to pump the hands. I know it's a little bit chilly here, so we're going to warm up the body. And there's some breath that goes with this. We'll inhale and exhale. If it feels good, you can bring your head up off the floor, but if your neck gets tired, put it right back down. Take both legs straight. 3. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more set here. Inhale. And exhale. If it feels good, drop your legs down. Maybe that's a couple millimeters. Maybe it's a little bit farther. Just notice where you can control your low back here. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Very nice. Bring your head back down to the floor. Turn it side to side, release that neck. Take your feet out wide on the mat. Gently let your knees drop together and just check in. How does that feel? Option to sway those legs side to side. So we're just windshield wipering, taking both legs to the right and then both legs to the left. Good. Come on back to center. We're going to come up, head off the floor if that feels okay. Take your right hand over to your right ankle, left hand on that right knee. Reach your left leg out long and then switch them. Every time a leg is long, see if you can do a little exhale. So the inhale is the leg switch. Exhale as one leg is long. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Drop it back down. Bring your knees together. We're going to start to draw a figure 8 with the knees. And this one, you can drop your hands to the side. The legs don't need your help. Notice that one hip hitches and then the other hip hitches. So we're getting a little bit of low back massage while we do this. Notice which direction your legs are going. And then see if you can switch that. Go the other way. Good. Go ahead and bring your upper body up, hands to ankles. We're going to inhale back, reach your arms overhead. They don't have to go all the way overhead. Circle them around, touch the ankles. Let's do 4 more. 4, big exhale as you squeeze the air out. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop your head down, split the feet, knees together. One more time, shake out those hips. Good. And then one more while we're here. We're going to come up to a Pilates scissor. Bottom leg can have 2 gentle pulses, and then we switch. Head can be down or up. And 2 little puffs of air when that leg pulses. Sounds like. Good. One more each side. And then bring those knees into your chest and just rock a little bit. Let it go. Good. We're going to start rocking head to toe. And then we're going to rock all the way up to boat. We're going to see if we can land it in a balance. Okay. So you could rock a couple times, or you could just take one big rock, come up and find your balance. Look at that. Very nice. You could reach your arms and legs. You could stay right here. You could put a foot down. You do your boat today. And that was really nice. Rocking back, rocking up. Sure. One more breath. Good. Drop your feet together and drop your head down. Let's do that. Let's play with that just a little bit. There was some rocking going on here, and it was really nice. You could come up and hold one more boat if you don't want to be rocking on your spine back, if your mat's real thin, or you just don't want to do that. That's completely fine. You could come up and just hold that same boat wherever your boat is, or you can rock back and up and just play with that a little bit. Keep your chin down. Keep your back nice and round. Only go as far as your shoulder blades if you're rocking. If you're rolling. Nice. One more. Hold it here. Let's bring the feet together. Let's keep going. This is fun. Take a break. You could come up for another boat, or we can come into a Pilates seal. It's ridiculous. You take your feet, you clap them in the front, you clap them in the back, or just rolling, right? Your choice, your choice. Good, last one. And then bring the soles of your feet together and just drop it over. Let it rest. How many of you have done that before? That seal? Anybody? That was awesome. All right, let's come back up. Take your legs out in front of you. Split your feet and get into the back a little bit. Sit up tall. We're going to take arms out to the side, shoulder height. Yep. And then a little twist. And we're going to reach little finger towards little toe. It doesn't have to go all the way there. Every time we come back up, though, we're going to hit that vertical. So we're just getting a nice gentle twist and a nice gentle stretch. And then come on up. Let's come over to the belly. So come on down to your belly, hands out to the sides. Yep. And we're going to think about putting the arch in our upper backs and not moving into our lower back. So just a little baby cobra. Inhaling up. You could do this even without pushing with your hands. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Nice. Keep that going. Good. Let's do 2 or 3 more. You can make them a little bit bigger if you like. Again, really focusing on that upper back. Good. This time, lift your upper body. And as it lowers, let your legs float up. Keep it really slow, really controlled. Nice. One more. This one we're going to hold at the bottom with legs and upper body lifted. Bring your hands back by your sides. Turn your palms up. Here we are in locust. Kind of hard to breathe on the belly. See if you can breathe 2 nice, relaxed breaths. Nice. All right, bring your hands back by your chest. Come up with a neutral spine to all fours. We just were all kinds of back bendy, so we're just going to take it easy on our backs here. Set up a nice neutral back. Yep, take 2 breaths. See if you can expand your rib cage front, side, and back. Good. And then come into an invisible cat. And by that, I mean just turn on the muscles that would take you to cat, that Halloween cat. And then release those, turn on the muscles that would take you to cow. And then start to move between the two, maybe letting the motion get a little bit bigger. Maybe inhaling to cow and exhaling to cat, if that feels nice. Notice how your spine would like to move. And if it feels good, you could add some organic movement, maybe a little side to side or sitting back towards child's pose, or even picking up your hands, moving one forward, one back. Experiment a little. What is your body needing today? Yeah. You could turn fingertips out. You could rock side to side. You could turn fingertips back towards your body. You can control how much weight you put on those. And then when you're ready, walk yourself back into a child's pose or a puppy dog or something like that. Some way to round the back. And breathe into your back. Imagine the breath going to your back body, letting that rib cage expand to the back. Allow your hips to be heavy. We're not pushing them down to the floor. We're just kind of letting gravity do its thing. And then gently rock yourself back to all fours. Yeah. So now we have an away leg and a close leg. Take that leg that's away from me and step it back and rock a little head to toe on it. We're just going to play with this away leg thing. Float that leg up. Yep. Add the opposite arm. Notice if you automatically go to the same side, make sure your opposite arm and leg. Draw elbow to knee, exhaling in and inhaling to expand. A little challenge to keep the toes pointing down to the floor. Maybe to keep that back ankle flexed. Let's do one more. Good. Nice. Let your knee bend so the foot is to the ceiling. Take that arm out to the side, something different. Bring your knee in, wrap that arm through, and open back out. Good. Good. One more. Nice. Return that arm and leg to the floor. Let's find a child's pose again. Just let it go. Let your head drop down. Let your hips be heavy. Good. And then we'll come back up. Take the leg closer to me. Step it back. And we'll rock a little head to toe. Good. And then float that leg up. Yep. We'll add the opposite arm. And then start to move this again if you like, exhaling in and inhaling out. Good. One more. Nice. Let that knee bend, heel to the sky, arm goes out to the side, knee comes in, arm wraps through. Good. And then bring that arm and leg back down and sit back to child's pose. Maybe take knees wide this time. Maybe bring your arms in. Let your wrists rest. Good. And we'll come all the way back up. Take your away leg, step it out in front of you, and come on up into this big lunge. If you need to fold your mat to pad that back knee, go ahead and do that. Okay. Otherwise, we're going to be here. We're going to open our arms wide. Oh, this is real nice facing the lake. Exhale, bring your backs of your hands together, reach out. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. Inhale up. And exhale, reach. Good. Come on up. Whatever leg is in front, that arm's going to stay reaching out. The other arm's going to come up to the sky and reach back towards that back foot. Yeah. Nice. Good. We're going to pinwheel that all the way around. Place the hand inside your foot. Come into a little twist. Reverse that. We'll come all the way back up again. Yeah. And frame your foot. Step back to child's pose. Rest and notice. And then come on up, step the close leg forward. Same thing, we know this. We're just gonna open the arms. And then as we close them, bring the backs of the hands together. Open the arms and bring the backs of your hands together. And one more, open the arms, back of the hands together. Good, come on up, whatever leg is in front, that arm's gonna stay reaching forward. The other one up to the sky. Yeah, and then that arm kind of follows. Pinwheel all the way around. Hand inside that opposite foot, find a twist. Nice, we'll come all the way back up. And then come on down, frame your foot. Step back to all fours. And then to a gentle down dog. Let's let knees walk a little bit. Nice friendly dog, let your hips swing. Just kind of notice how it feels today to be in down dog. Good. And then take that leg that is toward the back of the room, the one that's away from me, float it up in the sky. Let your knee bend, let your ankle flex, find a little hip opener here. Maybe reaching toward the floor with that supporting foot. And then we'll swing it all the way through. Come to high lunge. Nice. Bring your hands heart center and press on through to warrior two. Yeah. Take your front hand to the sky. Exhale, elbow to knee. Bring the other hand across the horizon. Find that little open. Yeah. Swing it all the way back up, peaceful warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee. Swing it on through. Good. One more, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel down, frame that foot. We're going to walk the hands across the mat. So you're coming through kind of a wide leg forward fold. It doesn't matter which direction you're facing. We know this, right? We're going to take it all the way to the other side and step back to downward dog. So now we're facing the other direction, right? Take the other leg to the sky. Let your knee bend and your ankle flex. Find that little hip opener. If you happen to put the same leg back up, this is the chance to just change it. Switch it out. Step it through. We'll come up to high lunge. A big reach up. Nice. Bring your hands heart center. Push open to warrior two. Yeah. So whatever leg is in front, that's the arm that's in front. So if you found yourself twisting, just switch it. Doesn't matter which direction you're facing. Take the hand that you can see, the one in front of you, reach it up to the sky, peaceful warrior. Exhale, elbow to knee, bring your other hand across the horizon. Yeah. Swing it all the way back, peaceful warrior. Elbow to knee, swing that hand across the horizon. Good. Come on back up, warrior two. Cartwheel down, frame your foot. Step yourself back to plank. Now your choice, you can drop halfway down or all the way down, and we'll come to an up dog or back to a baby cobra. Nice. Exhale, downward dog. Option to stay right here or take one more flow with a big inhale to plank. Exhale to drop halfway or all the way. Inhale, up dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. And bring your shoulders back. We'll do a little inchworm thing here. Walking out on the mat, walking back. The thing that we want to do is try to keep the hips really nice and still. So we're going to engage our cores to keep that still. If you get out to the end of the mat and you want to just come hold that plank, that's good. You could come to your knees, do some push-ups. You could come to your knees, do a plank. You could come to your elbows. At some point, we'll walk back. Okay. That's those two things we'll do together. The walking out, walking back. What you do in between is up to you. Okay. So let's inhale for free. Exhale, drop your chin down towards your chest. One vertebrae at a time, we're going to peel our backs all the way down to a forward fold. Feel free to let your knees bend as much as needed. Walk your hands out, find the perfect plank. And this is where you could do all kinds of things. You could come to your knees, you could come to an elbow plank, or you could do some push-ups. We're going to drop quarter way, halfway, bottom, and up, or just a regular push-up. That's it. Walk it back without letting your hips swing. This is the most important part. Let your knees bend, hands to thighs. Roll yourself up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders back. Yeah, and a little extra bit here. Let your knees bend. Straighten them up. Come to your toes. Drop it down. We'll do one more. Inhale, exhale, chin drops down. One vertebrae at a time, all the way over to just a nice forward fold, right? Whatever feels good to your body. And then inchworm yourself out. You decide where it goes from here. Let's just do 2 straight push-ups or whatever else is calling to you. Just straight up push-ups. And then walk yourself back. Let your knees bend. Roll yourself all the way up. Shoulders back. Let your knees bend and straighten, and toes and lower. Nice. Go ahead and walk to the middle of your mat. Face me. Turn your toes out to the sides. Pull your lower abdomen area a tiny bit in and a tiny bit up. Okay. We're going to keep that and drop on down into a plie squat. Yeah, hands can be heart center. They could be at your sides, whatever feels nice. Come to your right toes and left toes. Or if that feels icky, keep your heels down and just stay right there. Nice. Option to come to toes on both sides. Option to sink it down or take it up or drop your heels or come up. Notice what you're needing. Notice how your breath is. Can you smooth the breath? Can you extend your inhale and your exhale? Good. Go ahead and drop the heels. Open your arms wide. Lift your heart. Good. Bring those hands in. Hands to thighs. Release your feet and just rock it a little side to side. Let's get into the hips a bit. Nice. Let's move it up the body. Get into the shoulders a little bit. So into the back and the shoulders. Do this in a way that feels good to you. Another option might be to do some figure eights on the floor. If you're doing that, maybe switch direction, see how it goes on the other side. And then bring your hands back to your thighs and we'll come all the way up. Bring heel toe in. While we're here, for those of you new to class, we've been working on this thing, this kind of body puzzle, mind-body puzzle. If you take your fingers together, take your right finger and circle it away from you. Yeah. Stop there. Take your left finger and circle it back towards you. Stop there. Take your right finger forward in a circle, your left finger back in a circle, right forward, left back. Stay with that, or do them together. And if it doesn't work, that's normal. Just notice which hand is following which one. If you've been doing this a while and it's a piece of cake, switch and go the other way. Yeah. I don't know. Does it help? Does it help to look at your hands? Or does it help to not look at your hands? You try it eyes shut. Oh, and then who knows if it's working? Shake it out. Who's got that now? Anybody? All right, we're just going to keep working on it. Let's take a big inhale up. Maybe some of our Zoomies have got it. Forward fold. Let it go. It's a little stressful to do the new stuff, right? Even if it's something real simple and silly. Let your head hang down. You could put your hands on your thighs. You could grab your elbows. You could do a little seagrass sway here. Whatever feels nice. And then gently come down to the mat. Let's come into a little pinwheel with the legs. Left leg is in front, right leg is behind. See how that feels. Make sure that's okay for everybody. Yeah, take your hand that's behind, grab onto that ankle, the hand that's in front. Just gonna slide out just as far as feels good. It's just a stretch. And then gently slide that hand back in. We're going to take a nice lateral stretch to the side. Feel all this space down the left side body. Breathe into that space. Good. Take both hands. Yep. Cartwheel them all the way around. And we're going to do just a little push up here, which has nothing to do with the push up. It's for that back hip. Maybe that feels nice. Only go as far as feels good. And then gently come all the way back up. And we'll walk it over to the other side. Yep. We're going to take the right hand and slide it out as far as feels nice to your back. And gently slide it back up. Take that same hand over to the side. Breathe into the side body. Yeah, cartwheel your hands over. Place them on the floor. A little push up here. Feeling it in that back hip. And then come on back up. Let's come over to our backs. Feet on the floor. I like to kind of reach out with fingertips. Maybe heels are pretty close to the fingertips. Knees are going to stay pretty close together. And we're going to roll our vertebrae up one vertebrae at a time, peeling off the floor to the top. Taking a nice inhale at the top and exhaling down. Yeah, let's do two more. Roll up and down on this next one. And then this last one, roll up and stay put. If that feels good to you, hang out here. Maybe you like to lace fingers, turn the shoulders under, anything that you do in your bridge. Imagine that you could breathe all the way down to your hips, to your knees, and to the bottoms of your feet. What would that be like? Just take a couple breaths that way. Good. And then go ahead and drop down. Turn on your side toward me if it feels okay to that shoulder on that side, and stack your hands one on top of the other. Otherwise, you could just come into a lying twist. But if you're here, take your right hand or whatever hand is on top, slide it up the other hand, keep your legs right where they are, glued to the floor. Let that arm slide across your collarbones and maybe reach it out to the side. See how it feels. Maybe you leave it right there on your shoulder, right? Good. Slide it all the way back up. Just really nice and gentle. And then turn your body over to the other side and do the same thing here. We're taking that top arm, sliding it up the bottom arm, across the collarbones, and maybe to the floor, maybe not, wherever it feels right. And then gently bring that arm back up and over. And come on back to your back. Draw your knees into your chest, give them a good squeeze. If you like happy baby, you could move into happy baby, or you could just rock a little side to side, or you could grab one leg and stretch the other out long. Notice what you're needing. And then when you're ready, find your way to Shavasana. So either lying flat on your back or in constructive rest with your knees bent and feet on the floor. And just arrive, settle in. Notice how all of that landed. Do a little check-in from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Check in with your breath. We're in this busy season, and I always like this quote from a Facebook website from Becoming Unbusy. It's just a really nice reminder. And it says, go into this week with the attitude that your peace, your health of mind, and your heart mean more than getting everything else done. That your smile matters, that feeling rested matters, that holding the hands of your loved ones matter. So pause lots, function at a pace that doesn't pull you apart. Honor the things that make you feel good inside, the things that make you feel alive. Give time to those things this week. Make time the gift it is by giving it to what really matters to you. And when you're ready, start to bring a little gentle movement back to your body. Take a couple deep breaths, or if you're flat on your back, let your knees bend and sway. And then gently turn on one side. Maybe pause there for a breath before you make your way to sitting. And then let's take a breath together. One big inhale. May we dwell in safety. May we be happy and healthy. May we be at peace. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Thanks, Zoomies.